I'm showing you my freelance makeup kit. And I don't freelance too often, but I figured I would show you my kit and how it is right now, just because I'm going to be doing a wedding for a party of 6 in a week. So I thought it would be perfect time to show you kind of what I carry along to my freelance gigs. As I said, I don't do it often, so I could still probably use a few more things in my kit. But if you want to see what I have in my freelance makeup kit, then just stay tuned. The first bag I will be going through is the MAC Zuca. This is where I keep the majority of my product. And my setup is inspired by Makeup by Candace. I watched her freelance makeup kit, I think it was a couple years ago she posted it, and ever since I was saving up my money to purchase this MAC Zuca because it is quite expensive, but I really liked how she had all her makeup set up and in this bag as well, which I'll go into next. You can sit someone on the top of this. I don't, but sometimes I use it as a seat for myself. And it has this that pulls out so you can wheel it around. So it is a really great bag in the sense for travel, and it does keep quite a bit of product. On this side of the bag, I just keep my brushes. And I don't keep anything in these zips. The brush belt is from MAC. You will see that a lot of my kit is MAC because I do get the pro discount there, which is 40%. This you don't get the discount on, but you can only access this on the pro website if you are a pro member. This you can get the 40% off. So I think it was around $30 for the brush belt. I'm not going to go through all my brushes, but I do carry a variety, not just MAC. I do have Sigma, RC Cosmetics, a lot of cheaper brands, some drugstore brands, Makeup Forever, you name it, it's all in here. I did get the mixing palette from MAC. I have one from Graftobian as well. And then my spatulas, which I use for taking product for sanitary reasons, are from MAC and 2 from Graftobian. On the opposite side of my Zuca, I do carry something in here. I have 2 palettes from BH Cosmetics. They're really cheap and a great way to start your kit. This is the 10 color blush palette, and this is the 10 color camouflage concealer palette. These are just extra concealers and blushes just in case I need a color that I don't have in my main kit. Now for the main section, this is what my kit looks like when you open it. I'm going to go through all the separate compartments that I do keep stuff in. And the Zuca itself comes with 4 of these bags right here, which you can label. And I did so. You can also buy extras of these on the Zuca website. You can't get these on the MAC website, so they're not going to say MAC, but that doesn't matter if you do want extras of these. I think 4 is enough for myself. I did buy some extra storage things, some from the MAC site, and then this I found at Michael's, which I'll show you later, which was inspired by Makeup by Candace as well. In this first zip, I carry some cosmetic sponges. It kind of acts as a safety guard for my kit as well because it is squishy and it just protects everything inside. So that's why I keep those there. You could put a palette, but I don't like how this is designed that the zipper goes to the top. So if you put something heavy in it, it always falls out the bottom. So that's why I keep my extra sponges in there, because when I zip it up, it doesn't matter if they fall out because they are quite light. In this first section, I just have a little hand mirror from Sephora, and then I have a hair tie for myself, and then some business cards just in case a client needs one. And then in the second pouch here, I have a few of these. I don't know where the other ones are right now, but just hair clips that I clip on these little elastic sections. They're perfect to just house those little hair clips. And then you open up this pouch, and I keep my tools like an e.l.f. eyelash curler, my MAC eyelash applier, and then a BH Cosmetics pencil sharpener. I like this one because it can sharpen the really big NYX jumbo pencils if you take off this outer cover. So it's the perfect size for those. I find it's hard to find a pencil sharpener that kind of works for those. And then I also have a pair of safety scissors as well. Now I'm just going to take everything out of my main section and show you it all laying out. At the very top, I just keep all my lip pencils, all from MAC. I love MAC lip pencils on clients and on myself. So I have a bunch of the Pro Longwear ones, which are my favorite, and then a bunch of the regular ones. So I try and keep them separated into neutrals, darker, and Pro Longwear, but they can get a little bit mixed up. And I bought this case at Michael's. Then in that same mesh pocket, I keep my MAC lip palette, and I just depotted these the other night. I have only used one so far since I've depotted it. Most of these lipsticks are MAC. I do have a few other brands in here, but most of them are my most used MAC shades. I have a variety of shades and finishes in here, so I can pretty much mix and match any kind of lip color that I'm going for with this palette alone. And it beats having a bunch of individual lipsticks in your bag. And then I also labeled on the back of my MAC palette what are the names of all the lipsticks. Then next to that, I have this container that I found at Michael's. Got this idea from Makeup by Candace, as I said. I thought it was amazing for storage. And this is found in the beading section at Michael's, but I keep all my pigments in here and I have them labeled with a label maker, so I know what each of my pigment samples are. These are all MAC. I have some glitters, regular pigments, and then this stack is all Makeup Geek, my top 5 favorite Makeup Geek pigments. Then in this little clear cube, I keep all my MAC shadows, and I do have these labeled as well. These are all the old MAC packaging palettes. They do have the new ones that look like this lip one that I showed you previously, but I do have all the old MAC palettes here. This holds 9 of the original MAC palettes comfortably. This is my highlight palette, which I labeled obviously highlight. And then I have all my shades in here, and then I also have them labeled as well. Neutral, brown, dark brown, red and orange, yellow, pink, and green, blue, purple, and smoky. Next to that clear cube, which I purchased from the MAC Cosmetics website, is this other MAC bag, and this set came with, I believe it was 3 clear bags. You will see them in my other bag, the other 2 that I use, but this is the largest one, and I keep all my Gerard Cosmetics lip glosses, which I use for clients. Then I have a MAC clear gloss, a lip primer from MAC, and then the Sigma lip erase, which I like better than the MAC ones. The MAC Zuca comes with 4 of these MAC Zuca pouches, and they just have the MAC written on the top of the clear pouch. So I'm just going to go through them in order in which I stack them. So the first being my eyes and brows, then I have face prep, face, and then my blush, bronzer, and highlight. This is my eyes and brows bag. I do need something to kind of organize everything in here, to get containers just to divide some sections. I just threw everything in here for the time being until I can get some kind of divider and organization system. I'm not going to go through each individual product, which I do carry in here, but I mainly have my brow stuff over here. Then I have eye pencils, some eye bases, eyeliners, liquid, gel, that sort of thing, mascaras, and then some shadow shields. In my face prep bag, I just carry primers, as you would assume. And then I do have some skincare items. I have Fast Response Eye Cream, which is really good for underneath the eye area. Some cream highlighters, which I like to mix in with some foundations, like Strobe Cream, the Gerard BB Plus. I have samples of different kinds of primers in here as well, because I like to use those up on clients. And then some things for the lips and the skin, a BB cream that I love, and some lip polish. For my face bag, this is pretty packed. I do have the Graftobian Cosmetics Foundation Palette in Warm, and this carries a lot of shades that I could need on a client that I don't have in my separate foundations. So anywhere from light to dark. This one's brand new. I've only used some of the lighter shades, but I do have some darker shades. Then I also keep Ben Nye powders for setting. I have Beige Suede, Fair, Banana Powder, and the Cameo Powder. I have a couple samples of Bare Minerals foundation, my favorite MAC set powder. I also carry my concealers. The Studio Finish Concealer is a holy grail of mine. Then I have a couple MAC foundations, which I don't honestly use too much. the face and body foundation. I also have a face and body foundation in white, just in case my lightest foundation isn't light enough, because that tends to happen. I do have a few clients who have very fair skin and need this mixed into my lightest foundation. Then I have a bunch of concealers in here. I carry HD concealers. I have the NYX HD, and then I absolutely love the LA Girl Pro Conceal because it's cheap, and it is a dupe for the MAC Pro Longwear in my opinion. This is my favorite foundation to use on clients. It's the Makeup Forever HD. I only have these two shades right now, but it covers the wedding party that I'm doing, and it's my favorite to use on clients. And this is what I wore on my wedding day, so I trust it when I'm doing bridal makeup. And then in my last pouch, this is my blush, bronzer, and highlight one. As you can tell, I love my Hourglass products. They look really good on film, and on the skin they look very natural. I keep the blushes, the ambient lighting powders, and then another ambient lighting powder. I use these Tarte blushes just because they're long wearing. Have a bronzer in there, which I love as well, and there are a variety of colors that I can just mix and match. Bunch of blushes, MAC, Milani, some mineralized skin finishes that don't fit in my face bag, another highlight from MAC, cream blushes from MAC that are my favorite, a MAC Pro Longwear bronzer, which I absolutely love, a Sonia Kashuk highlighter, cream highlighter, I love this too, and then I have a few things from The Balm, which are some of my favorite products that I haven't opened yet just because they just sent me a package and I really love using these. And then for contouring, I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills, my regular powder contour kit, and then I have my cream one as well. Moving on to the separate bag that I carry with me, this is the Japanesque set bag. I purchased this from Namies, and they do have a pro membership there, so I got this for 40% off, I believe, so that was a great place to pick this up if you are a makeup artist and have the Namies pro discount. In this side pocket, I carry my MAC wipes. In this other side pocket, I keep a bunch of flat top kabuki style brushes that I use for foundation. I like to have one per client that I am working on because I don't like cleaning these while I am working. So I keep a bunch of freshly washed ones there. Then the bag has 6 separate pockets, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, which hold my various kinds of sprays. I have the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, hand sanitizer from the Honest Company, my fave, alcohol for sanitization. On the other side I have the Smashbox primer water, some MAC Fix Plus, and then my Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. Then inside I just have a lot of loose stuff in here. I have a roll of paper towels for cleaning my brushes. I don't have anything smaller for this right now, so I just carry my big thing of Bioderma with me. This is a makeup remover, which I absolutely love. Then I have 3 separate clear bags in here. This rectangular one I got from MAC. It holds my eyelashes, so I just have a bunch of different kinds of eyelashes in here. I also have my eyelash glue. I like the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive because it is latex free. I have the clear and the dark tone. This pouch came with that big one that I showed you with my lip glosses. This is the medium size one, and it holds Q-tips and then a bunch of lip applicators and mascara applicators for sanitary reasons. And then in the smallest little pouch that set of 3 came with, I carry a couple beauty blenders. Here's a little overview of what I keep in my kit. I forgot to mention at the beginning that the MAC Zuca does come with this weather cover that looks like this. So this goes on top of your Zuca. In case you're interested in purchasing it, you can pull the handle out through this zipper compartment, so that is easily accessible, as is the handle for it as well. So that's a really nice added feature for the MAC Zuca. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next one. And this one is supposed to be on trend for that more spidery rock eyelash that is on the runway that you see right now. So I just wanted to see how this works because I did like the original, and I wanted to